All right, moving on to the last day, day 4 of the Rogue Invitational. Overall, it was a fun day just because we had the added extra factor and variable of rain. And I like that kind of stuff. I think it keeps it interesting. And though some of the workouts had to change, it was still fun working out in the rain. So the first workout we did was Hulk hands, which I don't know if any other athletes have done the Hulk hands before, but it's basically like a kettlebell, but without the handle at the top. The handle's inside the kettlebell, so it was interesting. But overall, it was a fun workout. It was, I think, 30 calories on the Echo bike, and then 20 of the Hulk hands ground overhead at 53 pounds each, which was a little heavy for me. And then it was supposed to be a 75-foot walking lunge front rack, but they changed it to just in place of the Hulk hands lunges, which I think was completely 2 different things, but that's okay. And then you run over to like the hill that they have, and you take the sandbag that we used, I think, on day 1 with the Texas Heavy, and you pull it up the hill, run back down, and then just reverse that all the way to back to the bike. So lunges, ground to overhead, and then bike. Yeah, I wish I would have done a little bit better on that workout, but once again, I think my capacity and conditioning for certain things just isn't there, just because I haven't really gotten to touch a lot of that stuff this year. Yes, I've touched the bike plenty of times, running, yes, but 53-pound kettlebells, not so much. I think the only other time that I've touched them this year was at the games, and that didn't go well either with that workout during Alpaca. So I had kind of that in mind when I was thinking about this workout, like, ooh, I'm gonna have to split up these reps a lot. And I did, but I think deep down that I could have done more repetitions in a row. But I think mentally I was just worried that I was going to hurt my back, because unlike Alpaca in the games, it was hang position. So with these, we had to go all the way to the ground and then overhead. And I was just worried that my back was not going to like that. I think I did like 1 or 2 in the warm-up area, and I was like, dude, these are heavy. So I don't think that I was feeling very confident going out there with that weight, and it definitely showed. And I think competing, like on the floor, being an athlete, you just have to be really confident with what you're doing. And I just was not. And it was just not, it wasn't good. I was just resting a lot. And I just remember being out there and being like, dang, I wish that I could just like move these a little bit more with more efficiency and quicker and not have to rest so much. But I know that I can get back there. It's just a matter of like getting to do repetitions more than one time in 365 days and do it more consistently, and then it won't feel like a brick house lifting that weight, because usually 53 pounds doesn't feel that heavy to me, but when you don't touch that weight, it feels so heavy. So doing 40 reps of ground to overhead was yeah, it was a pain. So there's that. And then the lunges were okay. Once again, there's kind of heavy for me personally. I think it'd be different if I did that throughout the year, but yeah, just one of those things where we actually did a lot of lunging leading up to Rogue, from the games to Rogue, because my back was finally being okay with that movement, but we didn't go super heavy. And not that that is a lot of weight, but it just felt really heavy out there. And then with the hill run with the sandbag up the hill, I don't think I was wearing good shoes. I was wearing my, not that I wasn't wearing good shoes, but my shoes were old. And I think when there's wetness and you don't have traction on the bottom of your shoe, it's just going to be a disaster. And so I couldn't take basically anything bigger than like a shuffle up the hill. So I just like took forever, and I was like, I should have switched shoes. But I'm really comfortable being in my Brooks running shoes right now, which, yes, I know they're old lady shoes, but my doctor has me in these shoes right now, and they feel really good on my back. So I've just been wearing them all year and using them for every competition, and it's worked out. But I just wore these shoes out before this competition, so I should have gotten a new pair of shoes before doing the competition. Rookie mistake. And I think it would have been fine. But yeah, I had like no traction whatsoever. So going into the second workout of the day, which was Big Cat, they changed this workout a lot just because of the rain and stuff. I think it was with like pegboards, and it had like tall box jumps, pegboards, and running up a hill, which I was really excited about this workout. I was like, yeah, it's a workout I can definitely do and hopefully make some ground on it. But they changed it multiple times, and it ended up being box jumps, handstand walk 50 feet, run around like a little pillar, 50 feet handstand walk again, and then basically 5 rounds of that. So it was fun. It was a fun workout, but I was talking to Randy through text message before that workout, and I was like, hey, I don't feel like I have traction on the bottom of my shoes. Do you think I should switch shoes? And my other pair of shoes, I would have to put like orthotics in, and I don't really like jumping or running in them because they make my feet cramp up. And I got a hot spot on the bottom of my foot the last time I ran with orthotics in. So we were going back and forth of like, but it's slippery. I don't know what to do. And we just kind of came up with the consensus of like staying in the same shoes, which ended up being, I don't know. I don't know if I would have done any better with the other shoes on, but I slipped and fell. So I was doing, I think it was on the first round of my box jumps, second box jump, stood up, and then my feet slid out from under me and I fell directly on my back. Luckily, I was okay. I was just kind of like, oh, my ego is bruised. And then with that type of workout, like any type of no rep or mistake, like you're going to get behind. And so unfortunately, I got pretty behind on that workout. I think I was able to catch up a little bit just because I stayed consistent with the handstand walk and not coming down at all. But yeah, that wasn't good. And like, of course, me falling on my back from a really tall box jump had to happen to the person that has back issues. But luckily I was okay. Like, I'm so grateful that I was okay and that I didn't hurt myself and that I wasn't in pain after that workout. I think it was just more in shock that happened. But yeah, so that's how that workout went. And then the last workout, they didn't tell us until basically an hour before we went out there to do that workout. We ended up having to do this inside the stadium because it was just pouring down rain and they didn't want to like put us in a position to be compromised or mess up the field, I'm sure. So I'm pretty sure they changed this workout because I don't think this was the workout they had in mind. But we did, and before doing this workout, in my head, I was just like, man, okay, so there's been already all these workouts that I haven't been able to do. So I just want to be able to do the workout. I know that I'm probably not going to be able to do it well because the name of the workout was called the cleanup. So I'm assuming it was going to have like cleans in there. And I was like, that's not going to be good for my back. But I was just like, I just want it to be a weight that I can just like do and just do the workout and like complete the workout. Well, I did complete the workout. I got last place, but I completed the workout. So I was like, well, I've got to be more specific on my wishes, I guess. But the workout was, I think it was 25 double unders, 3 rounds of 25 double unders and 5 power cleans. And then 2 rounds of 25 double unders and 5 clean and jerks. And then 1 round of 25 double unders and then 5, I'm sorry, I messed that up. 3 rounds of 25 double unders and clean and jerk, or cleans, power cleans. 2 rounds of 25 double unders and 5 squat cleans. And then the last round was 25 double unders, 1 round, and 5 clean and jerks. So yeah, I mean, it was just the weight that I have done that, just not with any type of like pep in my step. And so I was happy to be able to like do the workout without my back like just being super compromised and going out on me. But it felt very heavy to me. And so I just took my time and yeah, I got last place on that workout. But I think I would rather have done that than had to stand there the entire time or obviously hurt my back. But yeah, I mean, it was like a hard way for me to end the competition because I was like, dang, okay, I got my wish of being able to like complete this workout, but it sucked not finishing on a like better note, I would say. And I don't know, I think overall, like, I was really proud of everything that I did at Rogue, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, "Why did you even do that competition?" Because you couldn't even do, like, half the stuff, but, it's just an event that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and it was an opportunity that came to me, and so, it's my hometown. My whole family got to come and watch me, and it was just like a full circle moment. So, and honestly, like I learned a lot of like mental skills, and I've continued to learn a lot of mental skills this year, which I think has been really lacking in my athletic career. And so, overall, like I'm really grateful for the last 2 years that have happened, even though it's been very hard, very hard. I guess 3 years really, to like kind of be at my best in 2021 physically, and then, have COVID, so I couldn't compete at the CrossFit Games. And then 2022, the way it happened, and just being in pain with my back for basically a whole year. And then being able to compete this year, but like at 70% because I'm still trying to come back from my back issues and just the strike that my back has been on. So I've definitely had to acquire a lot of mental skills and just had to go on a huge personal growth journey. So I feel like doing Rogue was a part of that whole situation for me. And so I'm grateful to, be invited and to do what I could out there. And just be vulnerable and like not be at my best and still be out there. And I think it was like the first competition ever that I've done personally as an athlete, even in gymnastics, as I can remember, that I didn't feel like I was letting anyone down. And I think acquiring that mental skill, I think is going to be very, very useful for the future and like next year and all of that. And even just like celebrating myself, like usually when I cross the line, like I don't celebrate myself whatsoever. And I just felt like I was able to celebrate myself. So I'm really proud of everything that I did at the Rogue Invitational, and hopefully y'all guys enjoyed everything that you saw out there.